Hello, hello. Happy Wednesday. It's Wednesday, my dudes. Ah! Wow, jeez, holy shit. Jason, I'm genuinely surprised that I don't have pink eye. Because Tatu has sneezed in my fucking eyeball like 5 times in the last 3 days. Oh, I think it's on the counter over by the cat treats, actually. But Jasmine, I'm not gonna fucking complain because that shit is significantly better than the fucking lychee rose green, truly. Shit looks weird as I delete layers. Goodbye. Look at it go. There it goes. Around the world. Okay. Let's see what's going on. Okay, let's see. What do I want here? Okay. Oh my god. Did we have any fun police station signs? I kind of like this one. This one is in Los Angeles somewhere. Oh my god, why are you so zoomed in? Oh my lord. Okay, so I recognize that this is a Shutterstock image, but guess what? Plot twist. I like this really vertical thing here. Thank you, Jace. But for real though, I don't know how I don't have pink eye because like Tatsu keeps being fucking gross. He's got allergies so bad. It's like me and him were really just like living it up on the Barry Gibbs talk show. So I'm gonna try and be good and eat this cream cheese. I like this really skinny box here. And I don't know. I'm gonna plot this first before I do anything. Is that the T?
Yep.
T. I'm fine. Okay, let me see. I love this scene because this lady in this fucking police office is just like, I don't understand how it's like you and Wukong are here to report the murder because, actually, hold on, I'm gonna, well, I need my 100 here because this is going to be better. There we go, better. I want to take that Uni driver and throw him directly into the sun. Like... You can report the Uni package, by the way, Jace. Here. By filling out the form.
Oh, that's what I'm doing right now.
Oh, cool. Look at you. We're on the same fucking wavelength. Oh, no. I didn't even look at that. Yeah, you're like, no, I'm not talking to them on the phone. Yeah, no way. Fuck that. Because what are they gonna do? Manifest the fucking package? Like... I kind of want to do another one. Maybe like... This is a page that's got a shitload of stuff on it, so I'm just going to take it effectively line by, or like, fucking, if I can think, panel by panel here. Let's just do a square. Oh, I don't like square. Am I about to use the same computer that I did for the other receptionist in this, like, shot? Probably. I drew this on the wrong layer. I like that more. Actually, I do need to put this here. Okay, and then I'm actually going to reduce down the number of panels here, but the thought is the same. The theory is the same here. Okay. And now you get to write an essay being like, oh, the support portal actually worked? Look at that. Now you get to write an essay being like, why are your delivery drivers literally dumb? I feel like this is really more so indicative of how shitty of an economy that we live in, because you have a bunch of, like, effectively indie contracted to delivery drivers. And it's not to say that people are, like, dumb and they can't handle their fucking job. And in some cases, that is true. And maybe you get a different job if you can't figure out how to do your job. But, it, like, the fact that this package was delivered at midnight last night means that this person is probably literally working fucking 40 million hours of overtime because they physically do not have enough money to live. And that is, like, the major issue is it's not even really like, oh, the package was delivered in the wrong place. It's like, why is this person literally out at midnight doing their job? Why is there... Like, is there something here on this fucking tablet? I don't think so. I don't think so. What the fuck is going on? Hello? Yeah, for real, like, if they're trying to become, like, a bigger delivery portal that, like, Amazon, they need to figure that shit out. Because did you give them a delivery? Oh, no, because you can't, because it's through Etsy. That's right. That's right. I forgot. Right, so there's nothing that you can do as the customer to prevent this from happening, in other words. It's so fucking annoying. So weird. It's something about zooming in. It's causing this issue, and I don't understand. Mr. Man, please stop doing parkour off of Jace's stuff. Are you hungry for your fucking 40th lunch? Oh, I did a disco. That was not my intent. Yeah, I'm just gonna need people to stop fucking sucking at their job, you know? Because, like, if it was me and I was that delivery driver and I was like, okay, it's midnight and this is a big-ass box, I'm not gonna leave this out here. I would rather tell my boss that, like, it was an unsafe condition to leave the box than fucking put it there. You know what I mean? Like, people just, I don't know. I've been watching Amazon delivery drivers do it too, because I know that they're also contract. And, like, in our apartment complex, they literally will just fucking chuck the box in a pile in the corner of the mailroom instead of taking 15 seconds to put it in the package lockers. And it's like, guys, this is a theft issue. There's a small package here, and somebody can just walk by and pick it up. Like, don't do that. I can't even fucking see. Look at this weird little fucking sign. Oh my god. Yeah, I'm sure that they get 1 million support tickets a day because they can't fucking figure their shit out. I'm sure that their support people are like trained fucking hawks. They're like... And then what a terrible fucking job to have to constantly be like effectively like, okay, my coworker that I don't even know, I've never met, I can't see, literally is so bad at their job that now I have to like fucking pick up the pieces because they threw a package into a lake. Fucking awful. It's like part of the reason why I don't really like working with Amazon for my books, but I have to. There's not really any other option. Okay, so now I'm going to do some, like, rough bush lines, like, I don't need to know what's, oh god, the bush. I don't need to know what's going on over here. And then I'm gonna do some bushes over here too, even though I can't really see what's going on in this shadow. I'm just gonna assume it's a bush. A disco shark? What do you mean? Oh my god. So, Griffin Maxwell Brooks, actually, they fucking got an old carousel horse. And they, legitimately, covered the entire thing in disco glass like this, and so it was like the carousel horse was then 100% covered in fucking sparkle, and it was truly magnificent. So I feel like anytime you have an opportunity to, whoa, hey, Kickstarter's almost funded. Wait a second, no, it's actually almost happening. I'm like $150 away. Sorry, I like blinked and it's doing that. Whoa! Holy moly! Okay, let's keep going. But yeah, seriously, Disco Shark. That's all I gotta say. Look at this very crispy font. Po. I'm gonna have a fucking problem because people are gonna be like, why is your cop a pig? And I'm gonna be like, look, this says pretty much everything about me as a human being. And if you can't deal with the societal criticism, then don't read my comic. I'm gonna actually do this on a new line here and then erase out, because Police. Oh my god, I gotta keep my hand like totally steady here. I hope somebody who lives in Los Angeles reads this comic and goes, oh, I know exactly where this police station is. Oh, my hand was unsteady. Police. Policey. Okay, so now I am gonna draw in this like little like roof overhang awning thing, but I'm not gonna do any of the detail there. That's good. Good enough. Police. Yes! Okay, at least USPS knows what they're doing. Honestly, I know people shit on the USPS for being, like, late or slow or, like, whatever, and I'm like, I have literally... Those guys will bend over fucking backward to get you your mail. On 2 pennies and a fucking dream with no lunch break. Like, legitimately... I don't know, man. Leave USPS alone. I'm such a proud supporter of the United States Post Office. I'm like, I literally will fucking fight God for those guys. They have not ever once lost any of my orders. I have shipped over 500 fucking orders with the USPS, and they have not lost it or mishandled a single fucking one. Ever. Good tea. Aw, yeah. Leaf juice. Okay. I need, like, a random lady here. Hold on. I choose this generic thin white lady. Where the fuck is our sitting? There it is. Why would they... Oh, it was me all along. Oh my God, Mr. Man.
Mr. Man.
What the hell is going on over here? Mr. Man. That's not okay. He's punching boxes. Sorry, I'm doing it. I'm making it happen. I'm gonna have to censor this one. Don't ask questions. You know that moment when you go straight to the police? Hey! Mr. Man, get out of the box, Mr. Man. Mr. Man, get off the box.
Good boy.
He's so weird. Okay, now I need to go and actually, like, look up... I'm gonna go do some research real fast on... like a police station lobby, maybe? Man, these are like the fanciest police station lobbies I've ever seen, Jesus. Because, like, I'm used to them looking like this. What is this weird fucking box? What do they do with that? I have mysteries. I have mysteries I need to solve. Or like this. This is what I'm used to fucking... Oh, and this is in England, too. Yeah, this is the level of quality that I'm used to, like, fucking American police stations having. I like how half the glass is fucking broken. I love how in America, too, everybody... I'm not going to click on it, but this photo over here is of a woman unloading a handgun in the front lobby of a police station, and I'm like, who does that? In Connecticut, apparently. That woman in Connecticut. I just... It's like, okay. I'm going to use this as my reference here. I'm going to just drag this over here. Thank you so much to everybody who has been pledging to the Kickstarter so far, though. 5 backers, 70% funded, looking really, really good. And especially to people that I know that have backed me often, I would say definitely thank you to, yeah, Danny Winters. I know for sure Kayla Boss has bought several of my books before, so thank you, Kayla. Eric, and as well as my mom. And then also, too, to Angela Anderson. I don't know you, but I appreciate you. And also, I think that they tipped me, which is pretty fucking sweet. Yeah, they literally tipped me. That's so fucking kind. Yeah, that is really, really kind. Today tipped me like $20 of just free bonus money. That's so fucking great. I love that so much. I was like, this shouldn't be over $100. And Angela was like, it is now. Sir, don't eat an onion. Why is he like this? Tots is trying to eat an onion. Onions are bad for cats, dude. He doesn't know. Okay, let me draw in this little background here. Let's see. Well, to be honest, I'm gonna go ahead and turn off the other, or whoops, the other boxes. You know that moment when you're like, abs just randomly start hurting for no reason, and you're like, bro, why? And you have no idea. It's just like, oh, cool. Let me see. Needed to go look at this stupid computer really fast. And actually, I'm gonna have her, this is gonna be off center. She's like leaning around it, I think. I am waiting for the rain. I can't believe that this many people actually give a shit about my little fucking dinky ass comic. I'm just consistently surprised. Yeah, the fact that I have 88 people that even give a shit is insane to me. I still wish that Webtoons would give me a notification when I got comments on it, but you know.
Stop it.
Is Tatsu beating you up over there? What is happening? I'm okay. He's trying to eat my mouse kit. Oh my god. He can't tell the difference between that and an actual mouse. He doesn't know any better. He's fine. I'm like gonna cry. I can't believe that that person tipped me like 20 extra fucking dollars for this audiobook. That is so kind. I don't even have the audio commentary produced yet, by the way. It's gonna be a surprise. I don't even know what it's gonna be about. But pretty much everybody, there's like only one person who has not gotten the audio commentary version of the book. But this might be more of a Henry track than anything else. I have to be careful. Oh, and actually, you know what? You know what happened to me just now, y'all? This computer's too high. Oh, I like this. Yeah, no, this, it's so funny how often tracks that sound more like Henry, and it's tough because this is trance, but it ends up in the Nathan playlist a lot, which I think is funny. But this is like so incredibly like orchestral. Shh, nobody's gonna know that this is like some shitty keyboard. Don't look at it. Computer. Okay, great. Caputa Dora. Dora, the Caputa Dora. Can you imagine how fucking boring that fucking show would be if she was just a fucking computer? Does that become like the Brave Little Toaster, but it's just Dora the Explorer, where she's just like, Vamonos! And then she just kind of like waddles back and forth, like. Somebody out there has had to have done a Dora, the Computadora illustration already. And I want it to be, like, in Windows, like, 95 graphics, you know? Like, I need it to be, like, really shitty. Hi, Ava. Hi, Gamby. How's it going, y'all? How are you doing? I feel like it'd be like a wild robot situation. No. No, I need it to be worse. I need her to not have little legs. I need to have her drag herself across the ground with... Again, it needs to be like a 90s box computer, and that's her life. She has dial-up internet, and she's like, that's why she's always like, Donde está la biblioteca? Or she's like screaming, and she's running off of like Windows, whatever they called it, Explorer. Yeah, I was like, not Edge. That's the new one. Boots drags her by the core. Exactly, Ava, exactly. How was the Minecraft movie? What did you think of it? I don't know how we got here, but now we're at Dora, the Computadora, and I do feel very bad. On a rolly car with busted wheels. It, like, squeaks. I can't. This lady's like, Oh, I'm sorry. That's always the worst, too, when you want to go do something fun and then it's like, bodies are bodies and emotions are emotions and shit happens. I've heard that here in the US, the movie theaters are literally so out of control that they're actually having to, like, stop showing the film in some places because people are being fucking so wild here in the United States. I wish that they let the homoerotic subplot go through. Well, it's funny, because apparently all of the homoeroticism is because Jack Black and Jason Momoa would not stop ad-libbing lines, and so that was all their fault. All their fault. I 100%, in my mind, because they both are in on it, I'm like, no, I 100% ship that shit. I don't even care. If Jack Black says that that's how that fucking works, that's how that works. Sorry. He's the one who made the rules, not me. But I did learn that he effectively, they gave him a rough script, but he did absolutely nothing to follow it. They didn't care. They were like, can you just Jack Black for a second? And then Jason Momoa was like, I want a Jason Momoa. Okay, now, let me fix these eyebrows. Alright. This lady is gonna be literally in this comic for, like, 15 fucking seconds, to be honest. Swiper keeps trying to steal her computer parts to sell. I physically can't, dude. I can't. I have not yet seen the movies, so I only know a little bit of the hilarity and how homo it was. Truly, how gay was the gaydar? But I do know that it was kind of ridiculous. Oh my god, where women in movies can't go a scene without mentioning a guy. I can't, that's rough. It was enemies to lovers. Oh, oof. Because legit, I've never, fun fact about me, I have never played Minecraft. I played it like maybe once for like 15 minutes back in the early days because I'm a fucking archaic ass dinosaur. When it was actually just 100% free and it was not owned by Microsoft. Oh, I see. The main character's older sister who has to take care of the main character. I see, I see. Yeah, because I feel like sometimes it's like, the question, like, you do have to ask yourself, like, is it relevant to the plot? And I feel like in that case, it's justifiable. Like, that makes a lot of sense. Okay, I'm going to look up some random, regular female police officer. Let's pick a random... Oh, yep. I feel like this lady in the center... See, but she gives lieutenant. Does that make sense? Yeah, she's decorated. I'm like, this lady... These two ladies look like they've been in the forest for a long time. This lady's been there for 15 minutes. Let's see. Who do I want this lady? I think I need a more nondescript looking white lady. That lady. This lady. This lady. Good. Somebody help her get new highlights. It's okay, though. Not everybody has money to get highlights all the time. I get it. I get it, girl. The struggle is real. Hair maintenance is horrendous. It's not easy. It costs so much money. And you probably don't make enough money as a cop, to be fucking honest. Not only do you not get any training, but also you don't make, like, enough money, nearly enough money. Despite the fact that you're, like, getting shot at constantly, probably. Unless you're a meter maid, in which case, who knows? I don't know her life. I love looking at pictures of random people on the internet and then just kind of speculating what they got going on. I don't know what this girl's name is. Her last name is Maloney. Maloney like baloney. I'm fine. I shouldn't bully random strangers on the internet. I'm sad that we have to deal with this lady now instead of dealing with Bo, because I'm like, let's go. I just want to get to Bo. That's all I want. I just want to get to that part in the comic. That's all I need. I'm so much happier with his design that, like, I need to get there. I, too, am eager to get to plot. But we're almost there. Alright, this lady's wearing that police bun. I wonder if cops get put on front desk duty as punishment. Or if that's like an actual position. Because if it was me, I would be like, I don't want to do front desk duty. Because I'm sure they all have to have, like, arms training, because, you know. Did I end up doing portfolio day? No, I typically don't. And the only reason is, there's a couple reasons. One, I consistently forget. Two, I believe that they only still host it on, like, Twitter and Instagram, and I'm not on either of those platforms. So that's, like, problem number two. And then problem number three is that I feel like, unfortunately, I've done it several times, and it has never gotten me any work or any followers. So it's kind of one of those things where it's like, risk, or not risk versus reward, but it's like, do I want to put a bunch of effort into, like, crafting a post or whatever? The answer most often is like, no. I get more traction, like, being featured, like, oh, thank you, by the way, for tagging me in some of those, like, I think there were a couple posts that were like, yeah, I'm trying to, like, make a starter pack of trans artists and stuff like that. And, like, legit, I got, like, 100 followers from one of those at some point. You know what I'm saying? Those are literally, like, fucking way more beneficial to me than Portfolio Day has ever been. And I know that they started Portfolio Day as like an attempt to kind of be like, oh yeah, we want to try and get people like industry jobs and like remind people that there are artists out there who need work. And the problem is right now is that there are over 3,000 unemployed animators alone in the United States right now. That's like the statistic. So the chances of getting a job via like Portfolio Day are really fucking slim. Like you have to be, I'm assuming, either already really famous or really fucking lucky. And already if you're like really famous, it's like you could probably have gotten that job like regardless. Like it's more of a social proof, social media thing. I respect what they do though, and it is fun to see everybody share all of their work, but I definitely tend to forget that it exists. I follow their newsletter though. They send me emails and then I promptly like ignore them because I'm like low-key kind of the worst. I've been too busy building my portfolio out, but that's slowly coming along. I just wish that fucking companies would get their shit together. I do really enjoy Blue Sky, though. The only thing that I'm missing, and I wish that they would implement it, is post notifications. I feel like, as somebody with a violent amount of ADHD, there are artists that I want to know what they're doing, or people like I need to keep up on posts, and the fact that I can't get like notifications for specific profiles when they post is unfortunate, and I keep like waiting for them to implement that feature. It has not happened yet. Yeah, I just wish Adobe would get its shit together. That's really all I'm asking for. Because I need to use their products, and if they keep being pieces of shit, that makes it really difficult. Actually, I need to look at Bo's character sheet here because I need to figure out what the consistencies. I need to make sure that there's consistency in the police uniform and how the pockets are shaped and stuff. Yeah. Like, I realize yeah, I realized too, he doesn't have his badge on here, but I don't necessarily want to put it here. I need to swap the badge and the name placard as well. Nice. Like, legitimately, actually, I don't have to do anything else. I'm just gonna do the, actually, the, outline manually here. wish my hand would not betray me. That's what I thought. My bad. I was like, I think that there's missing arm here, and there was. Plot twist. Look at that shit. Wowee. What a time to be alive. Nice. Oh yeah, I do. So here's the thing. NSFW is totally fine. The bummer is I don't... Do I have an account? Hold on, let me double check. Thank you for asking, though. I have a separate account for NSFW art. I just don't do it that often. Yeah, because NSFW is totally fine. Let me give you the handle for that one, because I have the profile there, but I, like, legitimately don't even, Give me just a second to, like, log into it, actually, because I made it and completely deleted it. Hold on. There we go. I have, like, no followers and no following over there. Like, I'm just, like, not following anybody. But the handle... This is for when Jason and I start posting an NSFW comic at some point. Let me drop it into the Twitch chat. Bow. There you go. Okay, cool. So that's the NSFW account. What I need to do is I need to start populating it with all of Jason and I's, like, actual art. But yeah, NSFW is totally fine. Because then that gives me an excuse to start posting our NSFW shit over there. Because it's like a joint account for me and Jace. I do love seeing art shares, though. The community on Blue Sky is, like, phenomenal. They're really nice. Everybody's so nice. I need a good pose here. Yeah, Jace, remind me to do that later. I need to, like, the NSFW stuff is definitely, like, fallen on the back burner a little bit, but I realize that, like, I want to get into it again, because we have, like, I mean, gosh, over on DeviantArt, let me go look at it. I haven't checked it in, like, a minute. I probably should, though, check those really quick right now, because if I don't... that could be kind of bad. Yeah, we got, holy shit. 200, the last time I checked, we got 287 watchers, by the way, Jace. Like, literally, like, the thing, DeviantArt's algorithm is good. The platform is low-key fucked, but the algorithm is at least good. And it's on a variety of stuff. It's not even like one thing does better than the other. It's like almost every single piece will just occasionally randomly get. We are only 22 away from probably, I believe it's the albino llama. Yeah, that's crazy. That's so much. And nobody actually does anything with it. Yeah, we have almost like 2,000 followers on DeviantArt now, actually. Like, we're like way into it there. So, I know that the art would do well. It's just we don't make it consistently enough to be able to like continuously build a following. I keep typing the wrong password. Yeah, and then on Fur Affinity, nothing is fucking happening over there. We do have like 13 followers over there though, so that's kind of cool. But yeah, just something to think about. Okay. Sorry, I'm like constructing a Daz scene. God, Wukong is so fucking tall. Good Jesus. I just consistently forget, and then I'm like, oh, actually, he's a fucking giant. Actually... There we go, that's good. Alright. I gotta fucking censor this one too. Even though there's not really anything exposed. Because knowing Twitch. Knowing the bozos. The babzos. The bezos. The bezor. I just gotta like censor a booty crack here. I'm like, everything is censored, guys. dumb. Good job eating those chicky skewers. Hopefully they were tasty. You can have all my chicky skewers. I don't like chicken that much. Okay, I'm actually going to take a quick BRB and stand up and stretch my legs for just like 15 seconds. I will be right back. I have returned. Here I be. Ugh, I am trapped. Let's see. Okay. So, Jace, I just learned from my neurologist that my seizures were general. Okay. So they were able to find stuff, even though the EEG, the cause was like effectively like unknown, like they couldn't figure out where it was localized. Now, granted, the fact that I have no seizure activity, it's tough because I have to effectively decide, do I want to get off the Depakote? And as, you know, my doctor is stating, and as is with everything, there's a chance of course, of a seizure returning. Or do I fucking just switch to a seizure med that's safer and just call it? You know what I mean? Like, that's the question. And if there's, like, no side effects or anything, then, like, what the fuck ever, you know what I'm saying? Like,
right.
Or, like, minimal side effects. It just makes me wonder, trying to figure out what the best option is, you know what I'm saying? Oh, actually, guess what? This girl is, they are way too close to each other. Hold on. So, I don't know what you think about the whole spongle, the whole kabongle. Let me move her back out of the way, because... Hello? Hello, ma'am. You get to move over here now. Congrats. Because this being here was fine, but I'm going to need to turn off this other panel here. I'm just not going to draw her leg here. Let's see, and the thing went up to her neck. Yeah, I agree. Yeah, so that's my thinking, is that, like, I think because everything here in this country is just so fucking stressful, it's probably just not a good idea until I feel like my anxiety is stabilized to really fuck around with anything, which is not a bad thing, it just fucking is, you know, like, it's the way that it goes, and so that means that probably for me, I'm going to, like you're suggesting, just stay on something until, I can, you know, move to a place where I don't feel like I'm constantly under threat 24/7. And definitely being in a place where I'm not, like, you know, fucking targeted like a second-class citizen is going to be a huge step in that right direction. But it's good to know that they weren't, like, psychologically, and, like, now granted, it makes sense. They probably were. Part of it was probably the stress and the lack of sleep. But, like, yeah, knowing that there was, like, it's probably my genetics, because my mother had one, too, and then my sister obviously has, I don't know why I keep drawing this way. My sister has a bunch of fucking issues in that regard as well, so it's definitely, clearly, genetically a thing that we have going on here, and... that is what it is. I don't actually like this. So, good to know. I learned a thing. And then I guess... wow, a mouse! No way! I'm just like, what else? So that's what I messaged Dr. Gupta. I was like, hey, so we should just switch meds, but I don't think doing that before we go on the honeymoon and stuff like that is a good idea. But unfortunately, she's probably leaving UC Health. So I'm just going to get transferred to somebody else, and then I'll have to have them do that process with me. And that's pretty just fucking straightforward. God, she's so angry. So the question is how do I take this and just like God, I didn't label anything here. I'm just gonna take this. Will I eventually get to the point where I can draw it? Fine, yes. But do I care about doing that right now? Not really. Wow. Look at that. Oh, except it's actually on the other side. And actually, truly, hold on. Perspective or something. And actually, what I'll do. Nah, actually. I'll just do like that, because that makes more sense. Whee! Hey Jay, so what time do we have to leave in order to get to your appointment, or like work on time? And to also get the booba. By that I mean boba. Oh, 12:45. Okay, cool. So probably I should just, like, after I get done with this panel or this person, I'm just gonna go ahead and call it and stop it, or stop working, because I want to go downstairs and get my package too. And I'm not gonna just like fucking work myself to death. I really need a break, like super bad. But she's like, I don't like the way you guys look. I don't like the cut of your jib. I don't think that this lady likes the cut of anybody's jib, if we're being honest. I feel like if she was to be asked about the jib, she would say that all jibs are bad. No jib is a good enough jib. All jibs suck. Like that. Doorknob. I don't know what's back here, like filing cabinets and shit. I don't know. Boy howdy, I do love me some random filing cabinets and shit. God, drawing these little fucking... There we go. Okay. I wish for booba. I thirst for the bobas, for the tapiokas. Because somehow, like bubble tea, boba is gonna just make the hellscape feel less bad. I don't know. Is that how that works? This lady looks like an asshole. She looks so mean. Okay, I know I said that I wasn't gonna... I'm gonna actually move Sean's hair so that it's tucked underneath her ear like this in this scene. So that way I can not funk around too bad with it being like stuck on her face too much. Because I would really like to be able to see her pretty face as well. Because that would be very tragic. Lady's already like starting to combo with a shitty attitude. It's so bad. I don't know why people are like this. It's because Wukong. I blame Wukong. No, she just got it down. She had it up in a ponytail for like the entire like last couple of chapters. And then now she's she's taken it out of the ponytail. Although I could probably bring this up just a little bit. Yeah, she had it like undercut and then now she's got it kind of, yeah, down. It's only on one side though. Let's see if I look at the last chapter. Now from the front, she looks like, at least for right now, I want to be able to cycle through a bunch of like really fun like extensions, braids. Yeah, so now she's got it kind of like, yeah, the undercut's hidden under here somewhere, but it's all off to the side like that. And then eventually, I think like the next one, I'm probably going to have her cut her hair so that it's like more natural. I did some concept art. Let me see, where is it? On her most recent character sheet. With like a short little like cropped haircut. With like a tiny little fro. So cute. Lots of little curls. And so I might have her cut her hair soon. To that, because I had like so many different like thoughts about what I wanted to do with her hair eventually, because I know I do want to do twists at some point. And then eventually it'll just continue to grow out, and maybe braids at some point, maybe twists at some point. But I definitely would not be surprised if these were like extensions, to be honest. And then she can just be like, I don't want that anymore. And maybe I will have Wukong be like, how does your hair do that? She's like, wigs are a thing. He's like, I don't understand. I don't understand. You're like a fucking wizard. You're a shapeshifter and I don't get it. Oh, I realize I didn't have a camera on this. So actually, before I do any of this, I need to be very careful here. Hold on. Hey guys, it's time to feed the Snorlax. Shh. Okay, hold on. Oh, actually, it doesn't look that bad. I'm like trying to figure out if I totally fucked up and need to redo this panel, but it looks like we're okay. I'm gonna still save this. I'm gonna save this out into my sets, because otherwise I will be confused. There we go. Okay, because what I don't want is to have like a really weird, like fish-eyed, like the lens is too short, because otherwise things will look bizarre. Or rather, the lens is too long. Because I like that 85mm, that's the best length for this. I feel like we literally just listened. Oh no, we did not. Wild. I don't even know. Alright. Jace, you ready to Skadoodle, I don't want to make you feel rushed or anything. If you need to like take some time and like eat, that's cool too. What in the crunchy hell? I don't understand. Okay. I might just wander down there and go and get my package now that I know that we're okay here with Sean's little posing and shit and I got everything saved out. I'm good to go. I don't really need to like continue doing this here. I'm sad that I fucking did not get through nearly as many poses or like panels as I wanted to. But to be honest, I would rather have short hiatuses on this comic and people can just understand that like, oh my lord, people can just understand that like I don't do this as my full-time job, and like eventually I will get to a point where I probably will want to have like 2 comic days a week instead of just like 1, so that way I can start to like actually like get through this comic. But for now it's like I don't physically have the time, because ideally I'd like to do like 1 NSFW art day and work on the comic and just try and get through it. And like Jace, definitely let me know if you want me to like ink the comic and stuff, because I can definitely do that. We can talk about it. She's like, why are you the devil? This lady behind the counter is like, I hate everyone and everything. Please? Oops. Oh, I don't like that. Nice. It's really sad though. This fucking comic talks a lot about discrimination in like the worst way, and like I don't. It is really fucked up that Wukong, if he were to like need to go to the police or whatever, like just literally physically couldn't, because these people are like, oh, so you're like trying to cover up a crime or something, and he's like, what? No, like what the fuck are you talking about? Like what the fuck is this? Assholes. Alright, now let's see here. I drawn him from the front so much that, like... This is where this gets difficult. This angle is an interesting angle for sure. There we go. I just have to bring that out a little bit, and then that goes like that. Yep. I'm gonna get rid of some of these. Alright, well, I think I'm gonna go downstairs and run and get my package now. I will finish working on Wukong when it is time to do so next time. When I'm not, like, you know, drowning and suffering trying to work on my portfolio or anything, because that's a real fucking thing. I'm gonna just leave this here like this. Maybe I'll finish this later today. I don't know. Anything could happen. So, cool. Well, thank you for everybody who hung out today. Also, I would like to shout out again everybody who pledged on my Kickstarter. So far, 385 is looking really good. If I can get this funded in like 3 days, that would be crazy. If you're interested in the Kickstarter... Oh my god. Get out of here. Sorry, there's a bot. Let me just get out of here. I gotta spam, or get rid of this spam bot. Get out of here. There we go. Okay, so if you're interested in that, I'll drop the link into the Twitch, and then let me go over to YouTube as well. And even if you can't, share helps a lot. And any shares of the Kickstarter only helps my visibility a little bit. So let me drop that into the chat. There it is. Yeah, but thanks so much for all the support so far. It's been really great to see this thing effectively be almost like 75% funded in 24 hours. That is very exciting. And yeah, I'm going to go ahead and get my package, and I will see you all tomorrow for more portfolio work. Bye-bye.